guys, gals, friends, and pals, this is Paul, EastXTwitch, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. Tonight, I'm joined on mic by Tyler.
Hey guys.
And Brandykatz off to the side.
Hello.
And we're very excited to be streaming Spidersaurs from WayForward, and we're watching the animated intro right now, a really nicely made introduction. So this game is available on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and Steam, and it's also on Apple Arcade, I guess, although it may be getting delisted from that, I forget.
Not Apple Arcade.
Yeah, for real. I mean, it's one of... Apparently WayForward had some kind of deal with Apple to launch some of the games on Apple Arcade as timed exclusives, right? Including the newest Shantae game and this one. And yeah, so it was out on Apple Arcade for a while, and then eventually it came to consoles a few months back. It might have been on Stadia, but, you know, I guess that doesn't matter too much anymore, does it?
Nope, but you get a refund for it if you bought it at least.
Yeah, that's actually really generous of Google, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Google's kind of buying out everyone who bought their stuff.
Spidersaurs, here we go. And Chicago made a good joke about how many interviews you have with someone before you change your
Update
FB status.
Facebook status.
There you go. So interestingly, this game, you select one or two player before you even select your modes. So it's not drop in, drop out co-op, and I just don't know why. There's no particular reason why it should be. Also, the 1 and 2 player option here should be a little bit lower down on the screen. It's really close to the logo for no particular reason. But that's random feedback for the developers there. So we have 3 modes. When you first start the game, you only have access to story mode, but after beating the game, you will unlock arcade mode and speedrun mode. UI expert, that's right. We are going to start a new game right here. You have a selection of difficulties: well done, medium, and rare. This is kind of fun, Tyler. They've named the difficulties after levels of steak cooking.
See that, but is rare easy?
Rare is actually hard because you have to be stout to eat a rare steak, Tyler.
Makes sense.
Safety flatware. So fun descriptions that are designed to encourage you to pick the difficulty of your choice and not just to try to do the hardest one. At the start of the game, you select between 2 characters. In my review, which we published at Co-Optimus, I stated that they should have had 3 characters, Tyler. Because, when there's only 2 people and you're picking between 2 characters, it's a little scant. But
yeah.
I mean, it's not a huge deal or anything. The characters slightly differ. The weapons they pick up will behave a little bit differently, but otherwise they're pretty similar. Sperry Berry Boy enjoys us. We're glad you enjoy us, Sperry. You're pretty cool, too. Everybody make sure to follow Sperry. He is a streamer like me. Looks like oh, sorry. So we got a little intro going. Fully voiced cinematics.
I believe we're all assembled now. If we could move this along.
We'll move through a little bit quickly. Still waiting on our last guest.
Classic WayForward style where every girl's boobs are falling out.
Yeah. And it's funny because they have a lot of female developers and stuff, but they do like pretty ladies, and I have zero problem with that. Anybody who does is being too cranky. That's what I say. Yeah, 4 characters would have been really neat. Just having more characters and maybe achievements for beating it with a different character would have added some replay value. Or 5. Yeah, why not? You know what?
Right?
20 characters. But I think the Apple Arcade version might have been only 1 player, in which case selecting between 2 characters is decent for a 1-player game, right? I'm just saying for a 2-player game, give us a little bit extra to choose from. So the main guy he's like a police boy in training, but also a pizza delivery dude. And the girl is in a band. So, Ingest Core, that's kind of a parody of the name of the company from Jurassic Park, Tyler. But you didn't know that.
Nope.
Yes. So, Tyler, did you know they have made 3 Jurassic World movies, and they're all bad? They actually each one gets worse than the one before it.
Yeah, I was going to say, the first Jurassic World is it's stupid, and we talked about this, but it's mildly entertaining.
Agreed. But then the one that came after that was so bad. And then part 3, I have not personally seen it, but everybody who thinks critically about movies dislikes it because it's got a lot of problems.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it, but not enough to render a verdict.
Gotcha.
It didn't seem great, but...
So, just so everybody knows, they've developed Spidersaurs, which are a combination of spider and dinosaurs. Why? Because they're just trying to be like a wacky 80s cartoon, that's why. And it's a food source, like, you know, they've developed it to feed to people, you know, to cure world hunger and that kind of stuff. But
sorry that they went with spiders and dinosaurs instead of like cows and chickens or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's wacky, but I think they just came up with the name Spidersaur, and then they, like, developed a justification for it, is
right.
what I would guess. Isn't Mario in it? Oh yeah, Simius.
Mario is in Jurassic World.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that in a minute. But just to finish explaining what's going on with the intro here, it turns out that the test subjects for these Spidersaurs as a food source, the test people, which we play as, they've developed superhuman abilities as a result of eating that stuff. And also, the ceiling just collapsed and it killed the other volunteers. We're the only two who survived. Star-Lord. Who? Nice, Simius. Very good. Yeah, so it's funny because, like, there's so much talking we actually don't want to show all the talking, but I just want people to see what it's like. Like, it does have an entertaining story. And the voice acting is good too, even though we're talking over it.
Yeah, let's get to the game.
Let's do. So, they're asking us if we brought our own weaponry. Like, they don't provide us with guns automatically. But yeah, so the one lady, she fights with her guitar, which is also an axe, I guess, and the dude, he fights with a modified potato gun that shoots sports equipment too. Ah.
That's
I don't believe you, Spirit.
That's a nickname for a guitar, an axe.
So you're right, and they made it literal.
Yes, they did.
But yeah, Sperry says he's critical of voice acting, and that would probably be because he actually is fairly versatile in the voice department, much more so than me or you, Tyler. You or me. So you'll have to, if you ever watch his streams, he'll occasionally do some fun voices, and they are
Oh, that's
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So this game, as you can see, is a run-and-gun shooter, the same genre as Contra, and the director of the game actually worked on Contra 4 at Konami. So you got some real Contra cred here, and it does play, like, it plays very smoothly, I would say. You know, like the feel of running around and shooting and aiming, all good stuff. Good luck, guys. He's not even a real person, he says. You go for it. I'm going to try to avoid getting any weapons. I want that achievement. So what do you think of the visual style, Tyler?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, crap. I picked up a different weapon. I already blew my achievement run, Tyler.
Oh, blew it.
Yeah, that's what I get.
The guy character could maybe have a little bit more exciting details.
I think one thing is that if the view is zoomed in a little closer, that the art style might work a little better for it.
Yeah.
Because they're cartoon style sprites and everything, but it's zoomed way out, so you don't necessarily see all of the charm of it.
Yeah, you don't get to enjoy it.
But look at that.
Kind of the same with Shantae and stuff, where you really only get to see it in the profile talking stuff.
Right on, or like if it occasionally zooms in for a cinematic or something.
Right.
And yeah, Low Sweet asks if it's right stick aim. No, it is not. It is not a twin stick shooter, it's just a regular run and gun. So you, oh, let's get under here. But there is a lock and place button, down and jump. Okay. So right trigger locks you in place so you can aim, and that's very important. Because recently I reviewed Pocky and Rocky Reshrined, the latest Pocky and Rocky game. You could not lock yourself in place in that game, and I found that frustrating. Yeah, it's like you want to...
You have to be able to in a run and gun game.
Yeah, because otherwise it's like just such a pain. And I just got an achievement for defeating the boss without getting hit.
There you go. You said you weren't going to do it on stream, but you did it.
Right on. And use a single weapon for one entire stage. Well, one of us... I thought that I had messed that up.
Maybe.
And hey, here's another. Officer, complete a stage without getting hit.
Dang.
So, man, we're just piling on the achievements. That's good. They are... By the way, at the end, when you defeat a boss, you eat a piece of meat from them, and you gain a new ability. So we've evolved, as she's saying.
The genetic information
Hey, Brownmeister.
Brownmeister, we're glad you made it. And hello, Torquay. Oh, can you turn the fan on too, please? Because it is getting warm. Right on. We are glad you're all here. Brownmeister, our friend the Brownmeister, is also a streamer, and I hope that everybody follows him. Tyler, it's like pulling teeth to get you to show up for the Friends of the Streams. You're so exclusive.
Yeah, I haven't watched much Twitch. I put in about an hour and a half a week.
You know, you can just have it on your phone and like be doing something else.
Yeah, but I'll drain battery. Plus, I use my phone for lots of stuff.
Plug it in, you electricity.
But like when I get alerts for things, I need to close it, and then you have to reopen it and close it, and open it and close it.
You know, you don't actually have to close it because it'll just automatically dock like YouTube does on Android anyway. Or does your phone not support that?
It does. Well, no, actually, I think it only docks. I think Twitch only docks inside the app for me, but maybe I have it turned off to not do that. I don't know.
Yeah, for me it does that, and then you can just click on it when you want to start chatting again.
Yeah, but it's still in the way of my apps and my icons.
It is, yes, but it's like, you know, I try to support our friends. We should. That's all I'm saying. Because streamers need the support. Think of how badly we need the support. Real badly, that's how badly. So we have a level select now in the story mode. You can go back and replay levels, although there's no particular reason to do so, which is kind of a missed opportunity on their part. Before each level, you select a pod from 3 available pods. The game never tells you what these do. It is really weird that there's not a message on the screen that tells you what they do. Ah, and Grady push B. No, we're not playing Switch or PlayStation or whatever. Alright, let's just go with Flash. I think Flash is the best one. It's up to you. You just push A. There we go. Congratulations, Chicago. I didn't mean to guilt trip you so badly, Tyler.
Okay.
So this level's got a little more flash. No parallax scrolling right here, but I think some levels do have it. But in games where, like, in my opinion, like, it's always better to have parallax. I would rather always see that myself.
Yeah, it gives a little bit more style for the game.
Yeah, even if you're just in a room, you know, like, it just looks a little better to have a bit of a different scrolling speed for the background. Under the weather, I'm sorry to hear that, Chicago. We hope you feel better. And, you know, we hope it's not the Rona, but if it is, we hope you quickly recover from that. Tyler's had that no less than 12 times so far.
Yeah, I'm unlucky with it. Keeps on hitting me.
I'm sure it has nothing to do with the constant string of group gatherings that you attend, Tyler.
That's right. I go to big parties with lots of people.
And like
lots of
conventions and swap meets and things.
Okay. True. I did go to the Comic-Con.
There you go. So we can jump and hang from ceilings now. That's the ability that we got. How do we get over there? Is it walls that we can hang on to? Is it wall? Okay, it's walls. Whatever. Ah, crap. Dang it. He could use a Corona, he says. I'm sure he means a Halo.
That's right.
A Halo there. Heaven Smile, are you still with us? Heaven Smile said hi before the stream, but I haven't seen him say anything yet. Okay, do you want that? You should get it. Oh, crap. Well, alright. Yeah. Okay.
You die if you fall off the screen?
Well, you lose life. I don't think it automatically kills you. But this is the thing.
Health bar.
Ever since Contra, yeah, we have a health bar, which I didn't actually mention in my review. Like, I just couldn't find a place to stick it in based on what I wrote. But, I mean, it's good that we have a health bar because you have a little bit of breathing room. And, what was I saying, though? Yeah, in games like this, quite often, scrolling one player off the screen will hurt or kill that player. And it's been that way since the very first Contra arcade game. But I think the developers, such as WayForward, which is made up of a lot of really smart, talented people, I think they should find a solution for that. You know, maybe not hurt the other player or something, because I just don't think that makes the game better. I think it's just a nuisance.
Are there a lot of levels like it?
There's just like little segments with the vertically scrolling. It's not the whole game or anything like that. We got a mini-boss here. This is a recurring mini-boss, and he has a little plot line to him. online doesn't necessarily go anywhere. I think like the payoff is not great for it.
Hey, tech guy.
Ah, tech guy, we're glad you made it. Thank you. You're a good-looking dude yourself, tech guy. We're always saying that around here. It's because he works at a hair salon or something.
Oh,
Did you know that, Tyler? You might not have been around when we found out.
I think we were talking something about that, but I don't remember for sure.
He recently got a new, like, organizer for his desk, I believe, for his computer stuff. He shared a picture in our Discord. It was cool looking.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the only thing we can get Tech Guy to do in our Discord is to, like, show pictures of things he's bought recently. You know, I mean, it wouldn't hurt to, like, have conversations and reply to things people say and stuff. But hey, at least he's doing something in the Discord.
That's
better
right.
than some people around here. Okay.
Yeah. All of you.
I'm gonna get that, okay? Well, you need it more than me, I guess. So
He used to work as a hairstylist.
Oh.
He works
Okay.
at a cell phone shop.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, you know, I just want to point out, guys, Discord, it's a good app. You know, it's on practically everything, and you can even use Discord voice chat on Xbox now, which is cool, although the way you do it is kind of weird. Jump up here from where you are. Oh, no, I see. You have to jump up onto that platform, and then you get up here. Sorry.
I was
Okay,
like,
my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not on PlayStation yet. I don't think. I don't remember.
I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually put it on there, but like it took
Yeah, I
them
think
long
it's
enough to even get it on
confirmed to be.
Xbox.
Yeah, I
Get
think
that
it's
life real quick.
confirmed
Okay, then jump back up. Alright, now let's go up from here. Okay. Okay, jump over here. Oh, this is going to disappear. I'm sorry, Brandy. Ah! And then she got squished by a falling box.
to be. Bam.
Okay. Oh, congratulations on the AirPods Pro. I just want to point out, earbuds are very bad for students. Like, our students have really bad addiction, not only to just their phones, but to earbuds. Like, serious problem for teachers. So, guys, if you have kids, please don't buy them earbuds. Just, they don't need them. They will live very well without them. Like, they'll be smarter people because their stupid headphones won't be interfering with their learning. So, just think about that.
Yeah, it seems like they would be banned from the classroom.
Yeah, I mean, well, we have
are.
rules, but the kids cannot handle.
They literally.
Yeah, I mean, I have kids, I've had to tell them 20, maybe even 40 or 50 times already in the 8 weeks so far of this school year. Like, it's pathetic. It's really sad. But I mean, like, those kids usually didn't just get those headphones on their own. Their parents bought them for them. And
Yeah,
all you have
parents
to do is,
shouldn't let them take them to school or something.
yeah,
I
like
mean, I
either
know
just
that's
don't let
hard
them
to do.
take it to school, or just don't get it for them. Period. Like, they don't need that.
But that
And the-
like you can't take them away to like the end of class or anything.
It's just they have to cooperate. You can't grab it out of their hands. You know what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
But
kids
if
aren't
they
very afraid of
refuse to
discipline.
give it to you,
Right.
Yeah, you
then
write them up.
can write 'em up.
And
But-
yeah, and it's not that I don't ever do that, but it's a big hassle and
It
it's
is a big
destructive.
hassle.
I mean, it's like disruptive to the classroom.
Sure.
Let's jump off the wall and jump up here.
Get an EMP emitter. What would that do? Talk to their headphones.
I've thought
Oh.
about it honestly, but it's
If it would-
against the law.
Yeah,
because
that
they
would be
have
really
to be
neat.
able to call 911.
Things like that.
Oh.
But guys, yeah, like it's hard for you guys all to imagine because we're all in our like 20s and 30s and whatnot, and you're not all a bunch of idiots. But like, yeah, these kids, like, they'll just sit there, if allowed, they would sit through the entire class and never hear a word the teacher said. Like, they walk through the halls with their headphones on all the time, and they'll sit there and some of these kids, they never develop any social skills because they're actually just trying to shut themselves off from the world. And like I said, it's parent sanctioned because the parents bought them the friggin' things and don't take them away. So that's frustrating. It's a societal problem that I wish our country would tackle. Good, Sperry. They need some discipline. But I hate to be negative. It's just like it's so frustrating for us. Like, you know, a lot of teachers are quitting nowadays, Tyler. Like, it's kind of an epidemic, right? And it's not because unemployment benefits are so good or whatever the crazy publicans think. It's because like we have to put up with so much crap, and that's one of the phones and headphones thing is one of those things.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I get paid to teach.
Yeah, and teachers in the 80s or 90s, they would not have had to put up with a lot of these things. Like, their job would have just been better than what we get. So, it's weird. What a world we live in.
Stupid technology advancing. Screwed
Yeah, well,
us.
it's more like the culture not keeping pace with it. You know, like the culture not adjusting for the advancement of technology. That would be my complaint. But poor tech guy, he got these new AirPods, and I'm just talking about how bad they are for society.
Well, you did say for students.
Yeah. Obviously, like, headphones can be a great thing when used responsibly and not to stunt your social skills and learning. It's just that, yeah, the average American teenager, or at least the ones here in Texas, they're not prepared for that. But I bet it's like that all over the whole country.
Also, it's just phones in general. You're on your phone too much.
None of us.
I've gone to restaurants and saw whole families on their phone. It's like they're not speaking at all. Everybody's on their phone. It's like...
But I can put my phone away during a show or a movie. Yes, when you're at a restaurant and there's, like, nothing going on, it can be a little hard. But...
I just meant, like, when you go to a restaurant and you see a family eating and they're all sitting there on their phones and you're like, why are y'all even here together?
Yeah, that definitely is a thing. I was just kind of focused on the headphones, but yeah, like, phones are the core problem there. But check this out, Tyler. Now we have some parallax scrolling and auto-scrolling, no less.
Sweet.
Yeah, this is a cool idea for a level. It's still pretty zoomed out, and I still think the game would look a little bit better if it was zoomed in more, but what can you do?
I mean, yeah, once games that are too far zoomed in become a pain too, so...
Yeah, indeed, it's a balancing act. Like this,
Yeah.
if you're playing regular Contra on the Super Nintendo, maybe this is the size that the sprites would be, and that makes sense.
This is my favorite. I like the one when it zooms out.
Now you got it.
Dang it.
You got the shield, that's good. One of the weapons you can get is a regenerating shield, and it just protects you from one hit, and then it takes it a while to regenerate. But it is a real nice thing, because it gives you more breathing room than you would otherwise have. Like, if Brandy can survive, she will get that shield back.
Survive.
Oh, yeah, maybe we're writing Blue from Jurassic World. So, Tyler, let's start by talking about She-Hulk, Tyler. Did you watch this week's She-Hulk?
Yeah.
And was it the best episode so far?
Yes.
I think I liked the one... No, yeah, it's not my favorite episode, no. What was that one girl's name?
Titania?
Madison with two Y's.
Oh, yeah, Madison. She was so great. That's true.
Yeah, so that would be my favorite episode. But it was a good episode. I mean, from a comic book TV show standpoint, it's probably the best one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd like to talk about it. I mean, like, Marvel's Facebook ads have pictures of the guest character, and, like, everybody knows, right? But the people keep treating it like a spoiler to bring it up. I think even Brian was the one who complained about Tech Guy or somebody mentioning it. Maybe it was Bob Jones.
Well, Bob mentioned it, and I said it was a spoiler, but he also did it, like, Thursday morning at, like, 7:30 a.m.
Before anyone had even a chance to watch it.
Yeah.
I guess that's a fair point. But, yeah, there's a Marvel character in episode 8 of She-Hulk, which is the penultimate episode, I believe. And, man, it's delightful. The actor who plays that character is great. The costume the character wears I thought was great. What do you think of the costume?
Yeah, I like it.
Nice. And, yeah, it's a comics reference costume. There's some people... I've seen people on Facebook who said they preferred the previous costume that character has worn in live action. Do you remember what the previous costume looked like?
Not really, because I don't remember that show very well.
I mean, well, trust me, it's nondescript and awful. Get that health. Yeah. We have double jump now.
Oh, alright.
Okay, well, Chicago is saying who the actor is anyway. Chicago, here we are dancing around spoiling anything, and you're just like, oh...
It's still not a total spoiler.
Yeah,
for people
that's true.
who don't know who that actor plays.
Yeah, maybe he's playing Man-Thing or something.
How dare you say that, Chicago? You're quite the devil in your comment.
Yeah. He's got horns and everything, and yeah, Chicago there probably has enhanced hearing, echolocation, and whatnot. Anyway, let's shoot that thing there. Boom. Okay. Yeah, little reference for Man-Thing there. Nobody say what might have made me think of that, in case you already know. But anyway, yeah. So you get a bit of a team up with She-Hulk. You get to see her team up with somebody and do some heroic things in this new episode, and that's mostly she has avoided doing superhero things so far, hasn't she, Tyler?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like they're mostly focusing on like the sitcom and like a
case by case. Yeah, I don't know that I call it a legal drama, but like legal cases.
Legal cases at least.
Yeah, the cases are pretty ridiculous and funny.
That is true. But because Ally McBeal is an inspiration for the show, so yeah, a little Ally McBeal action there.
Sure.
That's a true statement.
Yeah, they even had it on in the background of the first or second episode, just to point it out, you know. Uh-oh, get that. So, yeah, anyway, to me, seeing that character come to life with She-Hulk, to see how they interact with each other, the things they do together, that was just very rewarding. It was a blast. And that character, we may have seen that character meet some other, quote, comic book characters before, if you happen to, say, watch a lot of Netflix. But those versions of the characters are not very comic booky. You know, like the people who made the Netflix shows are like ashamed of the comic book origins of the characters. And if they give them an outfit at all, they're like really toned down outfits. So to see that character in like a real comics accurate costume and doing superhero things with She-Hulk, that was just such a blast for me. Even though Tyler hated it. Get the health.
Yeah, I hated it.
Alright. So, what else was cool in that episode?
I actually didn't really like the ending, although I think it's teasing another character to come back in the final episode.
Oh, I wonder which character you're thinking of. Because I honestly don't know. Well, I was thinking, I'm like, a little part of me is hoping for, say, a character from the first Hulk movie to show up in the final episode. But I could be hoping in vain, you know, so I'm not even going to say it because I wouldn't want to get people disappointed. Yeah, Brandy has trouble with this part. Just grab onto one of them and ride it across. Or jump in the hole again.
Yes. I don't jump well.
Damage control, yeah, that's true. But yeah, I don't like how the episode ended either, Tyler. It's like, it's just another example of how the stories deserve to be longer. You know, like if you're gonna have that thing happen in the episode, I'd rather like the whole thing be resolved in that episode for me. I don't know. Ah, God, that guy.
Yeah, I mean, the whole show is kind of never really introduced like an actual bad guy that's, you know, sustainable for more than an episode or two, which is fine. But now there's kind of like one, and it's like, okay, we still don't know who he is or what he wants or anything really.
Yeah, so I'm hoping it's a character from The Incredible Hulk, if that happened to be so, because there is a character from The Incredible Hulk, the movie, that is returning for Captain America 4, and it would be really cool if they were setting that up in this show, but again, it could not be that, so I don't want to get my hopes up too much.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know.
Ah!
That is weird. Brandy doesn't have a shadow underneath her, but
I do.
Paul's character does.
At this exact moment, I don't. Ah.
Oh, now he doesn't.
Yeah, weird. Is it inconsistent?
I don't know.
Get that health. Alright, we killed that guy. That's good. Gotta go up.
Now you do. She doesn't still.
Yeah, you're right. How odd.
Oh, maybe at the end of the game it's like Sixth Sense, and like Simi said, she's not really there.
That would
be a big
be
twist.
That would be a twist.
It's like Fight Club.
So cool
Spoilers
boss here. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, look at this cool boss, guys. It is being puppeteered by these guys in the foreground. I mean, like, this is really creative.
Yeah, it's cute.
Alright. Ah! Yeah, jump over that when it comes by. And yeah, they get all stressed out, and there we go. But it does have a weird organic beating heart thing going on. Yeah, so anyway, guys, if you haven't been watching She-Hulk yet, I would say watch it, obviously. If you're only going to watch one episode, you could watch this one, and you're getting, like, a lot of comic book cool out of it. But why wouldn't you watch the Madison episode, too? That's a fair question.
That's a good episode. Absolutely hilarious.
Definitely. And Have her back. See, they're probably not even going to have her back in the finale because they didn't know she'd be such a great
Right, they
character.
didn't know she was gonna, blow up like she did. Probably not.
But if they make a second season, they'd be crazy not to
She'll be on
incorporate her.
something, yeah.
I have a student with a similar name, and it's spelled like that, and every time I call her girl, I'm just like,
Ah, crap.
get the live and everything.
Later on in the game, you get a dodge move, but right now we don't have it. So, like, I couldn't quite outrun the slapping thing that was happening. Response time? Yeah, Bob Jones points... I think what Bob Jones is saying is damage control shows up right after that thing happens at the end of the episode, Tyler. I mean, they're, like, basically there instantly. How could they be there that fast is probably what Bob Jones is pointing out.
Yeah, I didn't really know who that was. I always forget they exist. They were kind of like had a role in Miss Marvel, right? The damage control people or whatever.
Necessity Mother of Impressive. Defeat a boss with the level 1 pea shooter. I just did it.
Nice.
Yeah. But Bob Jones, to answer your question, how could that happen? Here's my theory. I think the bad guys who set up the thing that happened at the last episode alerted damage control in advance, so they could just be right there. That's what I think.
Yeah, they were there quick. That was weird.
Yeah, I mean, too quick. It was maybe it's just
Yeah,
a
it
product.
seemed like to me it was. Go ahead, and then I'll say something.
I was gonna say it could be a product of the way the show has to compress an hour's worth of story into like 25 minutes every week. Could be that, or it could be, like I said, that maybe just the bad guys set it up that way because they could have.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. Could be. Either way, yeah, it's. I mean, either they'll ignore it and you just have to kind of brush it off, or maybe they'll actually address it.
Brandy, what did you think of seeing that guest character on She-Hulk this week?
I liked it.
Don't whisper there. I think it came
I
in.
just said I liked it.
There you go. Yeah, it was just too quiet. But did you have any particular thoughts?
Something going
Oh, she says she's feeling a little hoarse.
We have an interest in
Oh, one other thing. There was another Marvel character besides the more exciting one. There was Leapfrog.
Rip
was
it and
so lame.
rip it and rip it. He's awesome.
Yes, what a weird thing to
So
say.
lame.
Yeah, that character is actually from the comics, and they made the suit look cooler than it looks in the comics because it's a 70s character. But yeah, I thought that was fun too. Yeah, and I wonder if any of the little side characters they set up in She-Hulk will appear in like other Marvel TV series or anything, because that would be delightful.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Okay, we got to climb up this. There we go. Auto-scrolling level with parallax. Jet fuel, man. Yeah, that's the problem right there.
Give me my gun. That's not what I want.
I'll get it.
I want the one that...
So, now that we've talked about She-Hulk, which again everybody should watch, and the episodes are real short, so at least it's
Yeah, they're
easy to
short.
fit into your
to
life.
watch. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, She-Hulk's one of my favorite Disney Plus ones.
I'm
For
glad
sure.
you're enjoying it. Oh, great. I died. I'm not playing very well. At least we're on easy. I would have, but I'll get this one.
Yeah, but I want
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
the one I want.
Interesting, the spread shot for the dude character, it comes out as it's like just a big shot and then it spreads out after it hits something. But for her, it's a true spread shot. So that's an example of how their weaponry is a little different, so you do get a slightly different experience. But anyway, this week on October 7th, which is yesterday, Werewolf by Night debuted on Disney Plus, and I bet a lot of people don't even know it's out yet. I was surprised to learn it was out earlier today.
Yeah, I didn't know it was out already. When someone would say in the reviews we're in and stuff, I'm like, oh, that's out already?
For real. So, Tyler, I bet you didn't know, but Werewolf by Night is a horror-themed Marvel Comics character. Because especially in the 70s, they had all these different themed comics, like Kung Fu-themed comics like Shang-Chi and Iron Fist, and horror-themed comics like that one. And I think they have a vampire one, too, like Vault of Dracula or something like that. But... and I believe either Moon Knight or Werewolf by Night's first appearance was in the other character's book. So, in the comics, those characters have met each other. Although Moon Knight does not appear in Werewolf by Night. But, Werewolf by Night is a 52-minute Halloween special, so it's just a one-off. And, Tyler, what'd you think of it?
Yeah, I really liked it. It was interesting. It was cool.
I fully agree. Let's see.
So is Werewolf by Night the character's name? Like
yes.
his superhero name or whatever.
Yeah, or superhero might be stretching it because he's like,
More like a monster, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So.
But he didn't want to just be werewolf. He wanted to be werewolf by night, which is what all werewolves are.
That's true. I guess it's just because it sounds cool.
Yeah, it kind of sounds cool.
Better than just saying werewolf, right? We want to scoot this guy into one of these lava streams. Don't be shooting him right now. We just gotta wait for him to come out, and he's being real annoying by staying against the wall.
What a jerk.
Yeah, for real. Come on, stupid.
It does feature a guest appearance by Ted.
Yeah, guest appearance of another Marvel character. Oh, you're shooting him away from the lava again. Okay. Ah! We gotta get him into the lava. Okay, now... Oh, he jumped away. Alright. I don't like this fight, but it's a little bit puzzly, because you gotta get this stupid guy into these lava streams.
Oh, Chicago's off to bed. Hope you feel better.
Yeah, we miss you, dude. Definitely feel better. Okay, he's knocked over. Let's knock him into the... Oh, we can hit him right now, because he's been hit by the lava. Okay. We're gonna lose all our lives on this part, I think. It's hard to talk and... Okay.
And fight armadillos.
Yeah, stupid armadillo guy. Here, shoot him, shoot him. Yeah, we got him. Good. Alright. But, Tyler, did you notice that Werewolf by Night is shot, or at least it's presented, in black and white?
I did notice that.
What'd you think of that?
It's cool. It's fine.
I think it works. Ah. Oh, man. Didn't I already have spread? And did I just get hit? It feels like I just got hit. So, yeah, it is a throwback to classic horror stories, like of the...
old Universal monster characters and stuff?
Yeah, like stuff from the 30s and 50s and whatnot.
Yeah, like Nosferatu.
I enjoy that, because it is a horror-themed show, and it's not just being a superhero show, but also it's just got this sense of fun to it that you might not expect from, like, the average modern horror movie.
I appreciated the violence.
Yeah, there was some of that, wasn't there? Some dismemberment and whatnot, which you don't usually get in Marvel things.
Not in Disney Plus things either.
Yeah, good point.
I'm glad it didn't feel corny. And it does happen a lot in Marvel stuff where, like in fights, you get punched once and you go down, and then that's just the end of the person, fighting back or whatever. When it comes to like hordes of people fighting.
That is true. Yes. Hey, Galadrius. We're glad you made it, dude. It's our friend Galadrius who played EDF6 with us on stream a few weeks back.
Nice.
So, that other Marvel Comics character who appears, and we don't want to spoil it, although I think I'd read in advance that it was going to be in it, but I don't think the guest character was in the trailers or anything. But that other character was really neat to see in live action.
Yeah, for sure.
Ah.
Agreed.
And,
hey, kids, you miss me?
Yay, it's Tom. Good to hear you, Perfect Zero.
The Bears.
So I just want to say, for me, Werewolf by Night was a 10 out of 10. Like, I just totally loved it. I have no complaints.
Yeah, it was good. I was not a 10 out of 10. It was a little slow in a couple parts, but it was real good.
Well, here's one thing I'll point out. It's 52 minutes long, right? Which is like about how long an average hour-long show would be without the commercials. Although actually probably a bit longer than that. But,
yeah.
Anyway, it's sort of like watching a movie with like some of the slow parts cut out, I would say. Like maybe like some of the character setup stuff at the beginning. You don't really get to know the guest Monster Hunter characters very well.
No, you don't. Yeah, I agree with that. None of them were that appealing, but there's a couple that I don't even know had lines to say.
Did you like the Scottish Kurt Russell guy? We're gonna have to continue because he looks like a fat.
My friend thought it was Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell, yeah.
Yeah, it really looks like him.
We looked it up, and
fatter.
it was not Kurt Russell, just fatter. Yeah. Yeah, he was good. He was all right. The one that looked like David Bowie, and then I think there was an Asian guy. I don't think they even had like one line to say.
Might not have, or maybe only just like saying hi right at the start or something. Yeah. But the black character, there were rumors that he was supposed to be Blade, but they couldn't get the Marshala Ali or whatever his name is to it didn't fit the schedule.
Interesting. That would have been cool.
Yeah, and had it actually been Blade, they probably, I'm just like, they would have had to maybe treat the character a little differently.
Right, I'm sure they would have.
Yeah. Ah! But
They
yes,
can't exactly kill off property for the next movie.
yeah, like if it was Blade, you'd be like, okay, this character is safe, because Blade is coming back for sure. You wouldn't even have to
there
worry.
probably would have been more time spent with him as well.
Yes, so I wouldn't have minded that, but it's okay without it, because like I said, we get at least 2 prominent Marvel Comics characters, or maybe not prominent, but like 2 that people would know about, and maybe a few more beyond that, but not like ones people would know.
Simius asks if it's better or worse than Teen Wolf.
I have not seen Teen Wolf since I was a little kid, and I haven't seen the modern TV series of it that's getting a couple of movies or something, so I couldn't tell you. People like that modern TV series, though, don't they?
Do they? Is it
Yeah.
still
I'm
out
pretty
or
sure
is
the
it
high school
over
girls
already?
like it.
The high school girls like it? Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a Supernatural or Vampire Chronicles type show, I think, but I could be wrong.
I thought it was out and over already.
The show ended, but it's getting a movie.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
Why?
Gotcha.
Maybe for Paramount Plus or something. I forget where it's going.
Probably.
But Tom, did you like Werewolf by Night? You got to watch it?
No, I haven't had a chance to watch it. It's been a very, very long week.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Oh, is that Galadrius?
It is.
It is.
Hello, Galadrius. Look at that. We've got all these surprise guests this week.
Sorry, I just thought I'd drop in the chat for a few. I didn't know.
Oh no, it's fine as long as we're following all the rules of co-hosting. Then you're always welcome. But how did you like Werewolf by Night?
That means you have to bring up politics a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, Werewolf for president. How about that?
For president?
No, I think it was great. All this time people are complaining about how the MCU kind of lost its way or whatever, but this was incredibly loyal to the original comic, and on top of that, it was really stylish, like throwing back to the old school style of the
style.
Universal.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
well
amazing.
directed
and
everything.
pretty dang brutal for a Marvel effort. Cause,
Yeah, more than we expected.
but it's a lot of fun. I don't care. It was good times all around.
It really
I think-
is. I love it.
Everybody needs to watch it. I think that's how it's. This will shut up the MCU haters.
Well, there's people online, like, they don't appreciate when MCU does different things. Like, there's people who didn't like WandaVision because of the first few episodes because of the creative things it was doing, right?
Oh,
And
there
there's
were people complaining. There were people complaining like, "Oh, Daredevil did the Walk of Shame." Like, shut up.
Well, let's avoid spoilers, but...
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
But there's people who don't like She-Hulk, and some of them I think they're just misogynists. Whether they say it or not, they're just being sexist. But I think some actually just don't like it because it's a comedy. And to me, that's what's cool about it. Real comics have all kinds of different genres and styles to them, and now Marvel can do that because of their TV shows, and I think that's really neat.
Yeah, I like what they're doing with that stuff. When they got Wakanda Forever dropping next month, I
very
think
interesting.
it's going to be great. I think some people need to relax a little. Maybe don't go all less Jedi on the MCU. And relax a bit and enjoy stuff.
Well, you brought up Wakanda Forever, and that's kind of a sore point with Tyler, because, yeah, I hate to embarrass Tyler by bringing this up, but he's stated that he plans not to watch it because it has black people in it. Is that right, Tyler?
That's right. It's really
man.
it bothers me the way they took Black Panther and made him.
Did you
an
see the
African-American
original?
character.
I'm wondering, did you see the original movie? I mean,
Yeah, no, he did. I'm totally making that up.
I was about to say, this is be like, oh, are you new to the series? Let me explain it.
No, that would make it especially silly. Okay, we got to do better there, but it's my own fault too for talking long.
Way to go! I get to point a finger.
That's Paul's default excuse, by the way.
Oh well, that's the reality of streaming games. People who do stream games know what it's like, and people who don't may have a hard time imagining it.
They go to TwitchCon and they complain about things.
Ah, crap. Yeah, I wish I could go to that.
I really like this game.
Sorry, Don.
This is a great little run and gun title. I'm really enjoying this one.
It is. It's not as polished as it could be. I think it has little problems that they could have fixed, and maybe would have been fixed if it hadn't been an Apple Arcade game first. But it's still a really fun game. It is a game that people who like this genre should definitely play. God.
I think it's great, especially with the 2-player.
Yeah, co-op is a lot of fun. However, I will say one of the things I complained about in my review is that the last few levels, including this level, there's a big jump in difficulty, and like if you're playing with somebody who's not that great at shoot-'em-ups, then they'll be fine at the beginning of the game. But when we get to stuff like this, like it's real hard for a weaker player to survive because the levels get real cheap. Like some of the hazards are quite annoying.
Well, you have to understand.
So what you're saying is you're holding your partner back, Paul.
Yeah,
That's not what I'm saying.
Well, you understand. I mean, like the people at WayForward, they're following their old Contra formula from Contra 4. That game got pretty tough in a hurry pretty quick too.
It did. Like Contra 4 looks good, but it's not actually good because it's overly hard and weird to play. Is my opinion of it.
Well, that's because you gotta get used to the dual screens.
Yeah, the dual screen thing doesn't actually make the game better. I would say it probably makes it a little worse because of the weird, gulf.
You gotta adjust. Yeah, but it wasn't a bad game. It was just something you had to adjust to.
I just don't like but it is too hard. Like I did play it, when it came out, I bought it and all that, and for me, I would have liked it to be easier, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, not all of us can master Elden Ring, so.
Very true. But there's other people, like there's hardcore fans of this genre who like probably don't have any problem with the difficulty on those games.
By the way, for those who missed it, last week we did a stream and we did Earth Defense Force 6. And playing on the highest difficulty is incredibly brutal.
That was tough. Yeah, but it was a couple weeks ago. But yeah.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Sorry.
Yeah, it had its fun moments. We beat a total of 4 levels together during that stream. But Brandy and I mentioned this in our newsletter. Brandy and I have been playing with Low Suite, and we're in the 70s now, or I think we're 78 or 82, I forget. But like every now and then you get to a level that's just like kick you in the crotch hard, and then the level after that is fine, and it's like, why does it have to be so hard sometimes? But that's just part of the game. And we struggled on a stage for an hour and a half yesterday. Like, good thing if that was a day that I had to work the next day, I would be really annoyed by getting stuck for that long, but it was a Friday, so but yeah, things don't necessarily need to be quite that hard.
Some people like a hardcore challenge, others just play the game on easy.
Yeah, but, Paul, get good.
I like to play EDF on hard or higher, right? It's just that, like I said, like getting stuck for that long when I have to, you have a limited amount of time, free time before you have to go to work and all that, so that can be tough.
That's
So we talked about Werewolf by Night, and like I said, guys, like do watch that. It's a great Halloween special, and it's just a great little one-off show. But I think some of those characters will probably show up in the Blade movie, or at least future things. So we'll see. But the Blade movie, unfortunately, is having some big problems. Tyler, did you hear about what happened to Blade this week, or in the last week or two?
I've heard. I don't know any of the details about it, but I heard something like that too.
Yeah, Brian and I talked about it last. Yeah, it lost the director. Brian and I talked about it. The director got poached by. Wait, no, I'm sorry. No, it just lost the director. He didn't get poached. My bad.
Yeah, and then like the main star, Mahershala Ali, he's not happy with the script apparently, so they're doing rewrites.
So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, they're saying that the script doesn't have very good action sequences. I would love it if this Blade movie could be as good as the original. I kind of doubt that it will be because Marvel's movie output has been a little bit uneven lately. But we'll see.
Lost all control.
Uh-oh. Did you?
I have an idea. Why not bring in the director of Werewolf by Night, because they know what they're doing.
Hold on, stop. Turn your controller off and turn it back on. I agree. Whoever directed that did a great... No, please
Michael
don't turn off the
Giacchino.
console.
Michael Giacchino directed.
You said turn off the controller.
Controller, yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were turning off the console. Yeah,
and he's actually a composer.
Okay,
Michael Giacchino composed like a bunch of different movies and all that, but he's never...
Everything he composes sounds the same.
But it sounds amazing. I don't care. He does
well, I mean, he did do a good job with the Batman soundtrack. And Star Trek soundtrack was okay. But, like the guy Danny Elfman, to me, like their compositions often sound too similar, but to themselves.
He did the movie Up. He did amazing.
Really?
Job. Yeah, he did.
I didn't know that. Okay. Well,
he did a lot of soundtracks. Hang on, let me see if I can dig up.
Okay, that one is different. So
just to show off, just because I can. Because I'm an internet wrestler.
Okay, I think Okay, Brandy's controller has randomly died, so we seem to have encountered a bug in the game. Like, her character is still alive. It's according to... Maybe it's not actually alive. Maybe you're dead and the game's just not showing it.
He did the music.
That was up there. I wasn't. I had to.
Finally beat the boss.
He did the music for Rogue One. He did the music for Spider-Man: Homecoming, Incredibles 2. You know, the Batman, obviously. So yeah, he did a bunch of Marvel properties, Disney, Star Trek Into Darkness. I mean, he's got a big hit list.
Fair point. Fair point. Reboot. Well, let's hope her controller will just work. Or actually, I could close the game and reopen it. If
you might have to do that with his co-op stuff.
Yeah, because it is going to save what level we're on, so we'll be able to get back to it. And by the way, we just got a ground pound move that's basically useless.
I bet it works. I think that the game, she was dead, and the game just didn't do a good job of displaying that.
Yeah, let's start the level and find out.
Yep.
So we just fought our first boss that wasn't a weird creature. It was a drone, right? And it was sent by a competitor, they said.
Digest.
Ingest. You know, instead of InGen Core, which is what it is in Dragon
Digest is their competitor.
Oh, my bad. Okay, yeah. No, you're right. That makes sense. And you know who it is? It's the folks at Reader's Digest. They've finally gone
That's
now.
right.
Select your thing, please.
So the jokes went from clean to raunchy in Reader's Digest? Is that what I
Yep. I'd read that. Oh man, I could have shown off those books I got this week. I'll show them off next week. Okay, your controller works or
wrong
no?
kind of stream to show off those little books.
Okay, and this is the ground pound.
You should do an all book stream. It's just you reading a book.
I think that would be kind of fun, but yeah, I don't know if the audience would much care for it.
I wonder. That's actually not a terrible idea. Like if you had like a real
got
good
a great
voice or
voice.
something. Yeah, just do a stream of like reading the classics or something and see if people tune in.
Nice. Yeah, it would be fun. And by the way, I don't think I have a great voice, but I am pretty okay at reading out loud. Like, it's something I do for my job, and I've done for years even before that. So I think I would be all right at that. Maybe one day we'll try it when we have excess time or something.
But then you can get a second job at Audible.
Yeah, get a audiobook job.
It would be cool to get paid for that. I'd like to do a just chatting stream someday. Like, Sperry Berry Boy will do just chatting for like an hour before he actually plays a game. We do it for maybe like, 10 to up to 30 minutes before a stream sometimes. But our audience is usually like, hurry up and start the game. So I don't know if they like just chatting very much.
Bikini is mandatory for the just chatting though, right?
That's true, and I can't really.
Depends
rock
what you're
bikini.
talking about. It just depends on the topic, because like some of these people, they don't want to hear about, certain things like they're having a world instead like, hey, where's Arrow the Acrobat 2 and Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel or something?
Yeah, why don't we talk about Konami platformers? Were those Konami? I forget.
No, those were Sunsoft. And
Oh, my bad. Sunsoft. There you go.
You're fired. Okay.
Ground pound. Jump and press Y.
You're thinking of Rock Knight Adventures.
Yes, you're right. That is what I was thinking of. Didn't Rocket Knight get a sequel to Sparkster? That's what I was thinking of.
2 sequels, because the Genesis and Super Nintendo versions are different.
Neat.
Yeah.
So let's, real quick, let's check in with Tom, because Tom joined us and we haven't heard much from him. Tom, what have you been up to this week? No, it's okay. We just got to work everybody in.
I've just been busy working, so all I pretty much do these days.
So you haven't got to play anything lately?
No, not a single thing. I've barely been able to watch anything. I'm like 2 episodes behind on Lord of the Rings and everything.
We are too. Like, we did watch some Lord of the Rings this week, but only because we were more behind than that. What a show, by the way. It's still a great show.
Yep.
I've been basically getting home in time to have dinner and then go to sleep.
So, are things going to be slowing down soon?
It comes in waves, so probably.
I hope so. It also occurred to me I haven't chatted with Icky much lately. Icky, our moderator who runs the contest, one of my bestest pals. I just haven't talked to him enough lately. But he knows I care.
Maybe he doesn't.
This guy's doing a bit of a Mark Hamill impression, by the way. People are saying that Mark Hamill is actually the voice of the Joker in Multiverses. Is that true?
He's going to be, yep.
So, that's pretty rad.
Yeah, that's cool.
But it's funny because every now and then he'll say, like, I'm never doing the Joker again. And then he does it again. It's like, why'd you even say you would never do it again?
Because they offered him more money.
Yeah, they backed
guess.
up another dump truck of money for him.
Never say never again. Right
speaking
on.
of games, what that studio that bought all those old properties is apparently looking to bring back a lot of games. So they're looking at like Legacy of Kain and everything.
Yeah, I'm excited about like what they should do is re-release the legacy, at least some of the Legacy of Kain games, because it's been millions of years since those came out. Like,
I want them to just redo the 2D top-down one.
That would be neat. That always
PlayStation.
looked so good. Yeah, it looked really great to me. It was on Saturn 2, wasn't it, or was it only on PlayStation?
I don't remember it was on anything other than PlayStation. The Blood Omens, I think that's what was that
Yeah,
one was
Legacy of
called.
Kain. Yeah, that was just on PlayStation.
Okay, my bad. Maybe it would start it out like they were also going to develop it on Saturn, but never released it because Saturn didn't do that well. Or I could just be totally mixing myself up.
Yeah, it was also on Microsoft Windows.
Oh.
Nobody cares about that.
Is it on GOG? It'd be nice if it was on GOG.
I don't think so.
Actually, if
no,
it is,
like I
I'm
said, yeah, it is.
tempted
It
to
is.
buy it.
Last year.
Nice.
Sorry, my bad.
Amazon Prime gave out like Shadow of Mordor on GOG this month, I think. It's always nice to get free games on that. Mortal Kombat 4 is on sale for $1.50 at GOG, and that's kind of cool because Mortal Kombat 4 is not available on any consoles, you know. So like,
Well, PlayStation.
is it available on PlayStation 4 and 5?
Oh no, I was thinking the original PlayStation.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like they don't keep it in circulation, so it's cool that at least it's on GOG.
I mean, they need to re-release Mortal Kombat 4 and Shaolin Monks and Motor Combat.
You gotta do left trigger. That would be neat.
Their version of Mortal Kombat or Mario Kart was ridiculous. Like you could get splattered on the road.
Are you sure that's a real thing? I don't remember that.
Motor Combat. It was part of Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Look it up.
Oh, I see. There was one on the original Xbox which had like a big RPG mode, and like, man, that mode was great. Like,
Yeah, that was Armageddon.
okay, so re-release that sucker. I agree.
Yep.
Let's go down here.
Because it's the 30th anniversary. It just passed like this week.
Warner Brothers is not good at taking advantage of the Mortal Kombat classics. Like, remember for instance, they had in development that HD version of Mortal Kombat 1, and like, that would have been great. And then they just killed it before it was released.
Sucks. They're on to the new stuff. They're probably going to announce 12 at some point.
Wouldn't mind. You know, I haven't gotten around to playing 11, even though I own it.
It's good.
Vlad says there's rumors of a collection. Yeah, I'd be all over that.
Yeah, same here. As long as it has
Wait.
Shaolin Monks.
I thought they're releasing a new Mortal Kombat now. Because I've been seeing stuff about it.
I don't think one is already coming out. Anybody know about that? People are speculating, Vlad says.
Oh no, they I think IGN had like trailers or scenes from the game or something like that.
Yeah,
couldn't
it
tell
was
you.
showing up. It was a retrospective thing, is what it was. It wasn't announcing a new game. It was just something celebrating the 30th anniversary.
Oh, I'm dead.
I
Yeah, this is one of those levels. We're playing on easy, but it's annoyingly hard. And you know, I've beaten the game on normal more than once, but this level is annoyingly hard. Again, they should have fixed the balancing better. But anyway, let's go. We do start at the midway point if we've beaten the boss. However, if we were to like exit to the menu and then select the level, we would not start at the midway point anymore. Yeah, good job. That's a grody looking pizza, but we don't need it anyway. So, what other kind of... Have we had any other gaming... Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the Mario trailer.
Oh yeah.
So, I said this on your Facebook post, Galadrius, but like... or maybe it was your... No, actually, you know what? It was Lewis or somebody's.
Yeah.
But anyway, I still maintain that Mario is miscast, and the trailer does nothing to change my opinion. It just sounds like Chris Pratt doing such a mild accent that it just sounds like Chris Pratt.
Well, I think
It actually
we need
sounds
to
worse
focus-
than normal Chris Pratt.
You think so? Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's going to be... Obviously, it's going to be a good movie. However, he will always be stunt casting, and I don't think anything's going to change that.
Well, there is one bright spot, and that's Jack Black sounds pretty much perfect.
Yes, Jack Black is a good Bowser, for sure. Okay, we got to hurry and get down there, because that guy at the bottom is going to shoot at us.
Unfortunately, Jack Black's usually the best part of any movie that he's in.
Yeah, he's terrific.
Yeah, I like Jack Black as well.
Well, he's good, but that usually means everybody else in the movie is not as good.
Oh, well, it depends. You know, Jack
Well, they
Black
don't
was
get to play
actually...
Bowser.
That's true. I mean, like that's a meaty role right there. But Jack Black was also in the Aquabats, guys. You know, Aquabats had a TV show and such, and when they did their Kickstarter campaign, he was in the first short episode of the show for the Kickstarter. So I encourage people to watch that because it was fun.
I mean, if you were going to talk about performances, we should talk about Tropic Thunder because he was amazing.
And that was just an awful movie.
People like it pretty well, yeah.
Yeah, I
It was
love
pretty
Tropic
amazing,
Thunder.
actually. Yeah, like Tom Cruise being a scumbag producer. Robert Downey Jr. playing a black guy, and he's not a black guy.
Yeah, we started watching that with Brandy's daughter in the room, but we were watching the unrated cut, and like the beginning of the movie, like there's a war sequence, and somebody's got their intestines hanging out, and I was just like, this isn't appropriate for her, and we had to stop, and we've never gone back and watched it.
Watch the theatrical cut; it's better.
Yeah, I could see, obviously, the theatrical cut in a PG-13 movie would not show somebody's intestines, so that would have been the way to go.
Yep.
Now, let's jump down here. I'm going to try to get... No, you shot it. Oh, well. The only question... What is it, Jordan? Jordan would like to see the Mario movie. That's good, Jordan. Yeah, you and Clem and KFC need to get out more. You know, get him to take you out.
By take you out, it means take you out to the movies, not take you out. Take you out.
Yeah, don't get him to kill you.
Or the ball game.
Like,
And if you don't win, it's a shame.
yeah, Jordan and Clove and Casey have a very strained relationship, so... I'm gonna get that. Ah, God! That was really annoying. Alright, but I lived. I'm glad I lived. Oh god, this guy. You coming? Well, we're getting pretty far in the game. But visually, that Super Mario movie looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks real good.
So it's nice to know that it will be authentic. I still need to watch the anime Super Mario Brothers movie from 1986. Have you guys heard of that?
Now let's watch the live action one from 90.
I mean, I don't mind the live action one.
There's a director's cut of it out there.
Yeah, that's funny. Like,
I actually bought a Blu-ray of it.
But it's not an official Blu-ray of the director's cut, right? It's
Well, actually, I mean, it's fan, but they got the blueprint and they got the go-ahead to publish it.
Yeah, I think it's neat that they made that. But anyway, it's not objectively a good movie, but I do enjoy that movie, just like I enjoy Street Fighter the movie. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. I have some fun nostalgia for the Mario live-action movie.
I saw that in the theater.
I like the Goomba that has a little head.
Yeah, it's quite amusing, but it's just weird because they had so little respect for the source material. You know, it's like just randomly throwing in things and be like, "Oh, that's a Goomba. Trust us." You know, and it's like, that's
right?
Like
Yeah.
a Goomba.
That's what the human version of a Goomba would look like. Don't worry about it.
You know who
Exactly.
actually
Don't worry
played
about
him? You know who actually played that Goomba in the movie? Mojo Nixon.
Who's that?
He's a musician.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So he's actually a musician who appeared in it. But he did a lot of like cover songs.
Ah. And that movie was directed by a husband and wife team who were like famously incompetent and crazy. So
before that, they did Max Headroom. That's what they did. They did Max Headroom.
Max Headroom is pretty cool, but
then they did this. Well, they were trying to go for a Blade Runner thing, from what I understand, and they failed miserably.
yes, and but if you read about experiences of filming the movie, they were just nuts. Like they sound like real cocaine fueled or something, where they're just making all these weird erratic decisions and stuff.
Oh yeah, they actually got kicked off their own set.
That's hilarious. That reminds me of Bryan Singer.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, Bryan Singer, who is listed as the director of the Queen movie Bohemian Rhapsody. Like, he kind of went nuts during that movie, and so, like, somebody else had to really direct it after they fired him. So, interesting stuff.
I just don't understand. How do directors lose the way of their own movie? Just calm down.
I think a lot of it is like drugs or just mental problems, but who knows?
Well, but if Super Mario Brothers is a movie, you don't need drugs, because that's just mental problems in itself.
But yeah, Darker Player says the Super Mario movie they made in '93 should have been animated, and yeah, if it had been animated, then I'm sure it would not have turned out to be such a bizarre, quote, bad movie, you know.
Oh, here's the
But do you remember animation from back then? It would have been worse in other ways.
They could have gotten like Lou Albano to star.
That would have been cool. I really like him as Mario.
He did
in
a great
the
Mario
Super
days.
show. Yeah, let's go.
But you know who they were trying to cast as Mario originally? Not Bob
Did
Hoskins.
that kill you? That sucks.
No,
Who?
Tom Hanks.
Oh, that would have been a lot different.
That would have been great.
You know,
He seems more like a Luigi to me.
He does.
oh, that's true. He's tall, and Luigi is tall, so he would be a good
Yeah,
Luigi.
he'd be a good Luigi.
But come on, Leguizamo pulled it off.
Yeah, I don't think Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo are not any part of the problem of that movie.
I
They're fine.
still don't understand the relation. Are they brothers? Are they father and son? Are
Yeah,
they,
the movie doesn't exactly tell you.
But they're Super Mario Brothers.
Maybe they're lovers. No.
They're Mario lovers.
Oh, speaking of Leguizamo, you know they're making a new Spawn movie.
Oh, speaking of Leguizamo, there's a trailer that came out this week for a movie called Violent Night. And he's
Oh, yeah, I
actually
saw
the
that.
bad
Oh,
guy.
is he in that?
Yeah, he's going up against Santa, played by David Harbour from Stranger Things and that new Hellboy.
I like the
Oh,
sound of
yeah.
that. Is it a guy who is a Santa, like a Christmas Santa, or is it like
An
total
actual Santa.
A Christmas Santa, but a kick-ass Santa. Do you remember that?
Well, no, he's the trailer shows that he's actually Santa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
mystic powers
Santa.
and all.
Yeah, to
But
me, if it's actually Santa, that's more interesting.
Yeah, he is Santa, and he's like, he's the kid that he's trying to save is on the nice list, and
Yeah.
everybody else is on the naughty
Okay.
list, so they all gotta die.
It'll be an interesting movie. If it's a horror movie, I wouldn't necessarily want to see it. But the fact that it's like an anti-hero kind of thing, that's fun.
It's a comedy,
Yeah.
action.
Think of it like the Santa movie that Kevin Costner was just in last year.
Uh-oh.
Kind of like that, but with more special effects.
Down and jump. Yeah. Okay.
Think of it this way.
I'll
Do you
watch
remember the movie Scrooged in that movie, The Night the Reindeer Died with Lee Majors? It's like that.
I'm not
but
familiar with that one, but
Okay,
I do like Scrooged. Scrooge is great.
Yeah, Scrooge is funny.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that. It's just a big old action movie with Santa.
I'll take it. I like Santa.
I'll share.
As a kid, I would draw comics with Santa as a protagonist.
Like those Futurama episodes where he's the antagonist.
Yes, kind of like that. He's a fun character to use in creative ways. All right.
The trailer does give away one of the funny parts of the movie. Santa sticks a grenade in the guy's pants.
Jeez.
Yep.
Interesting stuff.
Well, what's his name's in it, so you kind of expect it.
David Harbour, you mean?
Yep.
And the
I
guy
like
who
me some
directed-
David Harbour. Just don't let him play Hellboy.
the guy who directed it is apparently the same guy that directed Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. So
Oh,
we know it's good.
that's an appropriate choice.
Yep.
I've not seen that, but it sounds fun. Man,
It's actually a kind of fun camping movie if you haven't watched it yet.
sometime I will.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I actually own the Blu-ray. But
It's one of those movies shut your brain off for about an hour.
jeez. There's just so much getting thrown at you at once in these levels. Brandy, don't shoot this item. I want to get it. Hey, I got it. Okay. Yeah, if you're not concentrating, then it's frustrating. And yeah, it's a lot to put your significant other. Let me get that. To jump up. Those great platforms, they disappear. Just remember that. You can use your left trigger ability to scoot up to the ceiling. Ow! So easy to get hit. So easy. We're doing okay. We're near the end of the game. I think there's maybe one more level after this. We're on easy, so I'm not sure if there still is another level after or not. We'll see. I'll get that when I kill this guy. By the way, this has a weapon power-up system. Getting more than one of a weapon powers it up if you can avoid getting hit. Here's the thing. You'll get hit constantly.
Yeah, you get hit like non-stop.
Yeah, so you don't get to take much advantage of that, and it's a shame.
Yeah, why bother building it in if it's... I mean, I guess
agree.
it's an incentive to play slowly and methodically, and, you know, once you have a super powerful weapon, maybe it makes it a little bit easier.
Jump and grapple up. Good, good. Okay, now let's jump to this one. Okay, then do it again to the next one. Good job, love. There you go, sprint shot. Damn.
Oh.
That's okay.
Alright.
It's hard to avoid that. Again, I think they should have built in a way for that not to happen. I don't think there's any cheat codes for this, although I do think that would be a cool feature, because after all, the original Contra has it. Alright, let's beat this dude. Ow!
Oh, he's
Yeah,
one of
push
those
on
tunnel jumpers.
Hey, Batosi and Sir Khalid. No Time for Games is here, too. Good to see all our friends. Good luck, Tyler.
Thank
and
you.
everybody. Yeah, this
Definitely
is
looks like a worthwhile game to try for.
for sure. And the achievements are mostly doable. I mean, yeah, like the game is a little frustrating to get through towards the end, but they're still mostly doable. Let's jump up and grapple. Great, and do it again. Now. Alright, here's the next part. He's about to shoot me. Yep. Ah! Did I jump into that? Maybe I could have avoided it by not. Oh, no, 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 don't fall. Okay, you're still alive. That's good. I must not have gotten hit because my... Oh, now I got hit. Spoke too soon.
Jinx. What?
No. Oh, good. You didn't. Isn't there still one more part? There is. Dang it.
Yeah.
Okay, jump and grapple. Wish us luck, everybody. I do not feel like having to do this again. There's Heaven Smile. Glad you're here, Heaven Smile. So, WayForward is the publisher and developer of this game, and like I said earlier in the pre-stream, they don't do a lot of giveaways, so we're really grateful to them for providing codes for this. And it's fun for me to, we mostly do games we've never played before. It's like the first time I'm playing a game when we stream it, usually. But it's nice occasionally to do a game that I already like and care about. Oh, sorry you died. I wish I had a good gun, but I don't.
You got your pea shooter.
Yep, and that's it. I already got that achievement. Hi, punk. Of course, the shot hits the wall and explodes. I should have been prepared for that. Oh, lordy. There's no
Down
game
goes Paul. Where's the Paul death count, Dark Player?
That's true. I'm playing a game where I'm dying a lot and she's not even paying attention. Maybe it's just been so many that she stopped counting. Let's try again. But I appreciate Brandy playing along for this because she doesn't like when it gets frustrating, but we're doing it. We're making it work. Come get this health. Ah, watch out.
Is that a spider burrito?
Yes.
Delicious.
Yeah, the health pickups are kind of amusing.
Yeah.
Alright, come on. You can carry two weapons at once. You can switch between them at will. You lose a weapon if you die while carrying it. Oh, having some trouble. Okay.
That's 28 deaths there, Dark 6.
Well, there's that one. That'll be good for you. Alright, now let's be careful. Come down to... These disappear when we touch them, so you've got to grapple to the ceiling. Don't forget that, okay? Watch out for that guy. Good, he's shooting at me instead. Oh, you get the health. Alright.
Weird that you can, like, grapple and climb across the ceiling. Can you do it in, like, all parts or just certain areas?
Well, I mean, like,
I guess
if
as
there's
long
a
as there
ceiling, you
is
can
a
grapple
ceiling.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose of platforms.
Well, I mean, it's just one of the abilities you gain as the game goes on, right?
Right.
So, oh, sorry. Okay, flamethrower. Let me try to burn this guy's stuff.
Looks like Batosi.
Batosi. or
Batosi.
something.
Batosi.
Is he named after the bat dance? I think so. But I can't say for sure. See, that particular shot is real hard to dodge. Annoyingly so. But I did dodge it, so hooray for me. Kill him. Jump down.
I think 100's being too generous. They're at least 212.
Ouch. We're doing the best we can with what we've got, guys. Crap. I tried to do my grapple, but it didn't come out. Come on, game. Just... Ah. Okay, killed that guy. Ah! Why does she say you're supposed to have my back? It's not like we can hit each other. I'm gonna get this item. Don't stop me. Ah. Got it. Jerk enemy. Yeah. So, what else has been going on this week, guys? Cover up big news. Let me get that.
I don't know.
Oh, Overwatch 2 kind of launched?
Oh,
yeah, and it had a bunch of DDoS attacks.
Yeah, is it fully playable yet, or is it still having problems?
And they require a phone number to play for some reason.
I think they deactivated that already. Like,
Well, they're in the process of deactivating
Get
it.
that shield.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's
Okay,
people supposedly got in there, but...
Jump back
I mean,
up once you get it. Jump back up. Okay.
Still trying to figure out the unlocks. And then God of War, Ragnarok, went gold.
Which
That should be a
means
good,
that it's
should
about
be a
to come
good
out.
game.
Ready to
I
publish.
think it comes
basically.
out next month.
Next
Yep.
month, November 9th.
And the 23rd is the new Call of Duty,
Yeah, or 28th.
or the new old Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's all they do is new old ones anymore.
What do you mean? Is it a remake?
Isn't
It's
it Modern
yeah,
Warfare
it's Modern
2?
Warfare 2 again.
Let's
I
not
thought that
forget...
didn't that just come out a couple years back?
That was the remake. This is, or that was the remaster. This is the remake.
Yeah.
Huh.
Let's not forget the best game of the year dropping in just a few days. Them's
that?
Fighting Herds. Which is
Actually, the most
practically a
important
mindless-
news that came out this week: Paul's charges got dropped by the president.
Hey. I've never done weed in my life. And that's not It's not something I just say because I'm a teacher. Like, I really never have. But,
We know he huffs glue like everybody else.
hey. Yeah, no, I just, at some point in my life, I decided I wasn't going to do it, and I just never have, despite the times it has been offered to me.
It sounds like Bill Clinton. Well, I tried. I just I couldn't. I don't know.
Yeah,
He didn't
no, not even
inhale.
that.
That's what it is.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like,
didn't
obviously, I've been to concerts and things like that where it's going to be in the air, but, like, I never have personally done it.
Paul sticks to the harder stuff only.
Harder stuff.
Alcohol works for me. I'm good.
Well, that's fine because you're old enough and you enjoy it legally and responsibly.
Correct.
Well, legally,
Yeah.
responsibility is a different
Let's jump up
conversation.
and clean.
Let me just take this
Okay,
lampshade off my head. Give me a
Jump,
moment.
jump, jump. Oh,
Oh, grapple.
lampshade. Alright. So here we are. We're going to beat
That's
it this
kind of
time.
bizarre that you almost have to time your jump the same.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
it's
one
not
person
really
takes
fair.
damage.
Yeah. Okay, where are you, Mr. Boss Guy?
Can you like share lives if you have enough lives? Can you share them
Yes.
with Brandy?
When she dies, she can take a life of mine.
Gotcha.
It's legal to take a life there, Paul.
Come on, die, punk. Did we get him just now? I think we did. Let's go. Oh, we didn't. Crap. It sure looked like he just wasn't coming out for a really long time. Now I got him.
You practically hear the rumble in your control.
There you go. Oh, have a good night, Torky. Thank you for joining.
Turkey won, I think.
Sorry, Tyler. I was rooting for you, buddy.
Thanks.
Ah,
I'll just
Now
beat
we-
up Batozy when he sleeps and steal his code.
We'll just blackmail you
That's
for
how
a
to do
code
it.
next time and talk about your drug habits.
yeah. Tyler, I was sad to hear about what happened to the lady with the fentanyl.
With the fentanyl,
conviction.
yeah.
Yeah. Which, by the way, is not something I made up, guys. That's in the real Utah news.
Oh, really?
What?
It is.
What happened?
The lady he went on a date with, she got caught with like, I don't know, $1 million worth of fentanyl or something. It was a bunch. Which is
I don't even
typical
remember
Utah
hearing
stuff.
That's a problem. That's not highlighted on the tin.
We got one. We're gonna do it this time, guys. Heck yeah.
A 19-year-old arrested in St. George with over 60,000 fentanyl pills in car.
That's a lot. And by the way, she was
is
a
a
little
lot.
young for you.
Isn't fentanyl... I'm still 19 at heart. Does fentanyl even have good uses? Isn't it, like, really lethal?
I don't know. Does anyone in the audience know?
Is that the one that's the diet thing?
Yeah, I think they may be diet pills.
Oh, I thought they, like, were used to mix in with cocaine and then people were ODing on them.
Oh, could be that. Good question.
I'd have to look it up.
You're the
Well,
expert,
it has to have a
Tyler.
legal use, otherwise it wouldn't really still exist.
Oh, that's true. It is used clinically
used
for pain sheets,
clinically
it says.
for
Thank you.
pain.
Now we get a dash, and the dash is actually a useful, good thing to have.
We're here. You reached the facility
Okay,
you mentioned.
we're gonna talk about people on drugs. We gotta talk about this Texas mom who insists that Hocus Pocus 2 will unleash hell on your kids. There's the whole
Yeah, we all
movie is
mentioned
based
that,
on
too.
witches harvesting children for blood sacrifice. I'm like, I don't think Kathy Najimy is the devil. You can calm down there, Beavis.
You're forgetting the important part of that entire conversation. She's from Texas.
That makes sense.
The thing is, like, firstly, she's crazy, right? Yay, we're at the last level for
Yeah.
easy mode. And I posted a thing satirizing that. Yeah, her name might as well be Karen. But the thing is, like, everyone knows that's crazy. Like, it's just, the problem is, Tyler, I'm sure you know this, like, Republicans, whether they actually think that or not, they just like to hear that crap. Like, it makes them happy. Like, because how many Republicans actually believe that, in this magic stuff and all that? Like, probably not that many. But anyway.
Well, considering the other things they do believe, there's probably a lot of them.
It appeals to them, like the believing in old school things, like so old school that you couldn't possibly believe it anymore. Like, that just appeals to them. I don't get it. Like, if we could still burn women as witches, some of these people would be into that. Like, 'cause they just
probably would, yeah.
Yeah, they're very regressive and dumb.
Some of them would bring s'mores.
Yeah, it's a shame. Like,
people are
why would
just
any
nuts.
news people give that airtime? Like, why even? No one should have heard of that because it's so dumb that it shouldn't receive any publicity.
Well, I mean,
Hey,
the
didn't-
news
We're a
is
sensationalist society.
yeah.
That's why.
We are, and
They
the
will
like.
for anything. That's the thing.
You have to remember that we're in a generation where right next to an expert who spent his entire life studying something will be an idiot which doesn't know which way is up and can't speak a word of English, and spewing nonsense about how the specialist knows nothing.
Get that. And yeah, like I posted an image that was satirizing that in our Discord, in our politics channel just a few days ago. But yeah, it's like the giving airtime to people who are clearly idiots and who are like right next to an expert. It's ridiculous, and it does make it hard for dumber people, whether even not even some who don't mean badly. Like, it makes it hard for them to differentiate between what's right and wrong, and so it's a shame.
I mean, I literally had one of my students go, everybody who has gotten vaccinated has died. I'm like, dude, I'm vaccinated.
Yeah, that is utterly not based
I
on
am
reality.
very not dead.
I'm a ghost.
I am very not dead, I promise. It's just, they don't know any better.
Yeah, and it's a shame.
Oh, the problem is they don't try to know any better. Basic common
That's
sense would be
true.
able to answer some of those questions for you.
That's true. Yeah, critical thinking. Like, and again, this is something we've talked about. Many of our students do whatever they can to avoid thinking. Like, they hate when we require.
It's
them
not
to
just
think.
students, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, they grow up and then they're like that as adults. So
Yeah.
it's a shame.
But we also live in a
instructions
culture that actually actively supports that nonsense.
Yep.
Is that rude?
So speaking of that, did you watch the latest episode of Rick and Morty? The fortune cookie one?
I'm like 2 seasons behind. I need to get back to
Yeah,
it.
I
sometime.
don't think you can't watch it anywhere, right? Does Hulu have it like next day?
No, for some insane reason, you can buy it, but you can't watch it on the service that actually made the show.
Okay. That sounds
So you
right.
could actually buy season 6 before all the episodes have even aired.
Yeah,
Right, and then
that's
that's
a
only
common
what I
thing. That's too bad. I
It
bought
isn't where you can't actually stream it live for a TV show. It's not like a movie.
True. For season 3, I bought it before it was airing. You know, like, or one episode was out, I bought the season, and that's how I watched it. And it was fine, but I actually didn't like season 3 very much, which is why I haven't watched anything past that. But I should get back.
Rick and Morty is one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 seasons I really liked, especially the first season.
Yeah, the premiere from this season 6 was really funny. That's the only one I've seen because it was free on YouTube.
Kicked his butt. Gotcha.
The main reason to watch Rick and Morty is because of the it's littered with subtext.
Yeah, I mean, it's a dense show, and I mean, I just don't like how it's a bit nihilistic. And maybe a bit is an understatement, you know, like, it's pretty nihilistic. And that was, in season 3, when they were making Rick more of an overt bad guy, it just made it hard for me to keep enjoying it. Because, like, I don't mind
that's because it was building up for his story arc.
Yeah, and I mean, I know they're doing
And
things
since
with
you haven't
it and whatever.
watched anything else, I won't give away what's happening to him.
That's fine. So, like, I mean, I know people enjoy it or whatever, but, like, for me, it's a little bit hard to watch, like, so much nihilism. I need a little bit more optimism in the story for me to fully enjoy it.
If you want to stop watching nihilism, you're going to have to not go outside your house and turn off every electronic device.
No, I mean, most shows we watch are not particularly nihilistic.
Nah, I'm not even talking about shows, just everything in our culture right now.
Well,
Nihilism is rampant.
It's a tough world we live in, but here we go. Message. Nice. Let me run ahead. Aw, yeah, you gotta avoid that slime stuff. I hate that stuff. It stays there for quite a while. You should be able to shoot it and make it go away. Dude, did I not have my shield on? Apparently I didn't. Oh, well, at least we're almost at the end, and it's filling up stream time. Yeah, we're just gonna go until we beat it, guys, and then we'll stop.
Well, I have got to
Eat it,
depart,
Paul.
but I wanted to drop by for a bit.
Oh, sure. Well, I wanted to ask you before you go, have you been playing more EDF since we played?
Yeah, been more of a normal difficulty, but I'm trying to ramp up and get some more weapons.
I mean, as long as you're getting stronger, that's the important thing.
I'm working on it. I got a bunch of weapons now, so
Good, good.
I'll have to jump back in sometime.
Yes.
Yeah, and remember, level 51, we did unlock that for you. You can play that on whatever difficulty you can handle and get higher level stuff, so that's a good thing to do.
Yep. Let's jump back in and do
Just
it
remember,
again.
whenever it actually officially comes to the West, you're going to have to play with me. So you got to start over.
I agree. I'll
Yeah.
pick it up again. I got no problem.
You'll be a noob and we'll be experts.
Yeah, but you have to start re-leveling over and over.
Yeah, true.
Oh, yeah,
but I mean, like, yeah, at least we know how it works.
It's the
and all
journey,
that jazz.
not
It's
the
EDF.
destination.
There's nothing to learn that you haven't already done.
Oh, man, no, like...
Yeah.
You can play. You can play one level and you know everything what to do. Shoot the bugs.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not the most complicated game in the world, but
I
as far
know,
as like
but yeah.
strategies and whatnot,
And like
there
spawn
are
times
strategies.
and
Yeah.
spots and stuff for sure.
Well, I will check in with you guys next time. Have a good evening.
Okay, thanks for stopping by, bro. Good to see you.
Take care, guys.
See ya.
Have fun.
Let's get that. Yeah. That was my great uncle Galadrius. Just making fun of him for being old.
Is he from Yorindor?
He could be. No. Yeah, that's true. That name does sound like a Lord of the Rings name. Oh, let me. Is it okay if I get that? Okay, am I highlighting? Ah, crap! And then I got hit, so I lost it anyway. Thanks, Mr. Game.
You lose. Oh, is it a shield?
What is keeping? I guess we have to double jump to grab onto that. Yes, it was the shield. Okay, now I grabbed onto it. Jeez. Oh well, we're almost there. This white enemy that just appeared to attack me, if you stand still for very long, he appears and hits you, and it's also really annoying. I complained about
Oh yeah,
that.
I remember reading about that in the review. It
Yeah, it's
sounded
like-
weird.
Why even have that?
Yeah.
Like, you should be able to stop and think if you want. They've actually built something in to discourage that. It's not. What's the point? How does it help the game? It doesn't.
It keeps
that's
you moving
weird.
forward.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you should just be able to move forward when you want.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to stop when things are shooting up and down at you, like that little section right there, and wait
Yeah.
for a clear space.
Precisely. Okay, I've got. Oh, I could use that, but it's okay. You like that one? You want to get the shield for the other one? Get the shield for your other weapon. All right. Here we go. Let's go fight a boss. Everyone caught up on Rings of Power? Bob Jones asks. Bob Jones, we talked about this earlier, but I'm 2 episodes behind, Brandy and I.
Same here. And I don't even know how far behind I'm on Lord of the Rings.
Wonderful show. Tyler, have you checked it out yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, Tyler.
I meant Game of Thrones. That's the one I'm behind on.
I've been slacking.
We haven't even tried Game of Thrones. I mean, there's just too
Oh,
many
Paul.
shows. Not that I won't watch it. But I don't especially like regular Game of Thrones, so I don't like anticipate loving the new Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Isn't that the same boss from the first level?
Yes, it's come back because at first you just it runs away.
Oh.
Now we got to finish her for real. And then there's a final boss of the game after this that we probably won't see because we're playing on easy. Ah, crap. That wasn't fair. Oh, crap. She dashed at us. Okay, shoot her. Shoot the crap out of her. Oh, whoa.
Oh, speaking of shows, have you been watching Endor? I missed this week's episode, but so far I've really been liking it.
Another one, we plan to watch it, but simply have not had the time. A lot of guys, both Brandy and I have a real hard work year this year. And when we get home, a lot of times we're going to bed at 7 or 8 at night because we're just so tired and we have to get up so crazy early anyway. So it's a shame because I would love to be keeping up with Endor.
I wish it was called Indoor and it was about walks.
Wouldn't that be cool? Yay, we beat the big guy.
Honestly, I thought that at first when it started, and I'm like, oh wait, no, that's the guy's name.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was. I had to Google it. It's the Rogue One guy or something.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, it makes me a little less interested in knowing what happens to him in Rogue One, but on the other hand, people love the show, so it must be pretty special.
It's honestly the best Star Trek. Yes, the best Star Trek TV show so far. The best Star Wars TV show.
No. You like it better than Mandalorian?
Actually, yeah.
Wow.
Other than the freaking cutback scenes or whatever the hell it is. The first couple episodes have scenes in it where the characters aren't speaking and there's no or they aren't speaking in English. There's no subtitles.
Yeah, I remember.
Which of course is annoying as hell.
That's weird. What's the point of showing that then?
Some director had an idea. That's basically what it is.
He assumed it was the Roach. By the way, guys, we just beat the game on easy, so we don't get to fight the final boss, right? Well, we actually get a different ending. They're we're not going to keep investigating what happened. We're just, and this is really amusing because it's actually a cool reason to beat it on easy.
Perhaps the two of you could stay on.
I like a humorous reason.
Yeah, that's fun. Recently, I reviewed River City Girls 0, which, if you beat it on easy, there's a point where the story cuts off. And the final boss of that game, he's like, what does he say? He's like, you're playing on easy, you don't deserve to fight me or something like that, And then you have to restart on normal, which is also fun. But this is a little bit more elaborate because it's really going on.
We have worked out kind of a
Okay, Paul, for your next game, you need to play Cyberpunk.
Oh, look at that. Well, dude, that's a long game.
It doesn't have to be. You can breeze through the story real quick.
It's still long for me. I can barely handle a game that's 3 or 4 hours long, except for EDF.
Well, just pretend it's EDF with a lot of things.
Yeah, that's the thing. When I get home, I'm real tired, right? And like I said, we do go to sleep early a lot of times, but I'm usually too tired for any kind of games, but EDF, somehow I'm never quite too tired for it. If there's time, I'll play it a little bit.
Because you can shut your brain down mostly when playing that game.
Just like when you turn on The Office for the millionth time on Peacock instead of watching a actual drama series show that you haven't seen before.
It probably is kind of like that. And also the bite-sized levels, there's over 100 levels and you can just pick the one you want to play and play it, and you're not stuck in a long thing, because a lot of games, if you play them, you don't know where the next checkpoint's going to be or whatever.
Yeah, and you want to stop playing at a reasonable position,
Indeed.
A reasonable place.
By the way, did everybody read my article this week? Icky, did you share the article earlier? But I wrote an article about a soundtrack, a game soundtrack. It's like a Halloween-themed album, and it's got a song from Doom and songs from Silent Hill and other things. And it was just cool to write an article about music. And this is an album that I actually bought for myself. I didn't get a review copy. I bought it, and then I just figured it would make a good story, and I think it did make a good story. Anybody who has bot control could type the command and get it to share in the chat. That'd be nice. Apparently, Icky's not around. Jono, you there?
I got it. I got this.
Okay, or maybe chat just died for me. Tell me when you've typed it, Tyler, because nothing's
I
showing
did,
up.
but I don't know actually what the command is.
It's exclamation article.
Oh.
Dang it, Jono, you're right there, and you didn't. Oh, there. Okay, Shitsu got it. Thank you.
Oh, it has
sorry.
articles with an S on it.
My bad. I didn't know it was plural. But yeah, there we go. There it is.
Scarlet Moon.
I don't think you have to be a mod to type it, though.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I think
anybody
any
can.
type of command.
Yeah. Is Shitsu a mod? I don't know if he is or not. Well,
I
yeah,
thought it
he's
was
got
like a
sword.
sentient
I guess
bot
he is.
that I could just talk to.
Is that so?
Yeah.
It's like, hello, computer.
Thank you, Fred.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and do the closing. It's so great to hang out with you guys, but we should wrap it up. Everybody, we've been playing Spidersaurs for Xbox. It's also on PlayStation, Switch, and Steam. Sells for $30. It's a really fun two-player local co-op run-and-gun shooter. There's 3 different modes. No Spidersaurs were harmed in the development of this product. It comes from WayForward, my favorite 2D game developer and publisher. Like, WayForward makes lots of great games. Not every single game they've made is great, but they do produce a lot of cool stuff. And I'm really looking forward to River City Girls 2, which they'll be putting out in December, I think. Like, that game is going to be so good for beat-em-up fans. So, what are you doing, Bob Jones? Anyway, we really want to thank WayForward for supporting our stream. That was really nice of them. And I'll continue to do my best to support their games with articles.
This is a fun game. I'm not usually into these type of games.
Nice. Yeah, Brandy was getting a little frustrated here and there, but she still has stated that she had fun with it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad. Tyler, thanks for co-hosting.
Yep. Happy to be here.
Tom, thanks for hopping in with us.
Always a pleasure.
Right on. Thanks to Galadrius, who already left. Thanks to Icky for running the contest, and thanks to Brandy for playing along with me on stream tonight.
Oh,
Remember, Saturday Game School takes place every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We always stream a different game, and we always give out cool prizes. Thanks for watching, everybody. Extra special thanks to our subscribers. You guys are the best, and you keep this stream going. So thanks to Tom, who is a wonderful subscriber, and all of you guys. We love you. We'll see you next week. And remember, don't hate. Appreciate.
See you guys.
Auf Wiedersehen.
hi.
That'll hold the little SOBs.
Very well. Can it hold the little SOSs, and they can be Spidersaurs or Sons of Spidersaurs?
Sons of Spidersaurs. Yeah, that works.
I think so. Let's say bye to all our friends.
Bye, Asian Bunny X.
No, not that one.
Bye.
Oh, bye, Batosi. He stole my game code.
Poor Tyler and
so
or
we go
Batosi.
anywhere.
Yeah,
we're
and
fighting now.
Sperry Berry Boy was here. We love that guy. The
That
Brownmeister.
That guy guy's new AirPods that you hated all over.
Yeah, man, I can't stand.